Is there something you need to say? Is there a message?
Just like before, this is what we talked. Tell me what year you used to live. I also did a little research.
Holy cow!
Can you read what other word is with Nikki?
Is there?
Hello everybody, this is Dom from Upstate Supernatural. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. We're going to go ahead and we're going to be testing out an oldie but a goodie. This actually had the year anniversary back in October. It is known as the xParanormal Spirit Radio. This Spirit Radio, and I need to figure out, give me 1 second, let me grab that out of the way. That's my mouse cord actually. That was a cord to my mouse. Anyway, I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, and we're going to be testing out the xParanormal Spirit Radio. This is made by ExtremeSenses. This radio has been out for over a year as a Spirit Box application. This is the first streaming radio station Spirit Box that was ever created. This was released in October of 2014. But I'd like to go ahead and give some shout outs real quick. I see we got Aaron's in here. Mary Dallas, love peace. We got Larry, Doppelganger, Rebecca M, Paraghoster, and don't forget Tim from Live Sci-Fi does have a show on tonight. Cat Angel also has a show on. I believe it's actually on right now. Doing a surprise guest interview. Live Paranormal also has a show that's on right now. So don't forget to check those out after the show, or multitask and view them at the same time. This is a Windows-based application, and I'm going to go ahead and load it up right now. Okay, it shows up just like this. Over on the side over here, you have the power button. Then you have different functionalities right here. You can do sound banks. There is a sound bank aspect to it. You can also turn off the wireless, so it doesn't use wireless. You can turn off the different effects. You have echo, flanger, reverb, reverb on, reverb 2, chorus, and chop. But starting out this week, we'll just go with a basic. We'll just turn it on. It does take a second for it to turn on. And for
combination just about over, but
there we
no
go.
longer applies here.
Sides to you.
Radionetwork.
Dato materiale del presidente. During Thanksgiving.
Scruff character.
1,000 students.
Any spirits within communication, if you're able to try to communicate, we would love to try to talk with you.
Especially being on the road. Ready the regular.
Next week on a
It to
Number 1 selling.
continue to feed the Francia a Roma. They used to use this. You here at the end.
At 9.
Hello? Is there anybody here with us?
At the
yes, sir.
Hello, hello.
Be covered by
handicraft tours from the world.
You can put it right with me.
For taking it.
Posited in a gaming for Abraham. One selling anti.
Race to your weekend with
You can also change the speed rate,
Chick-fil-A franchise.
the complete story.
how fast it.
I mean, staying alive. I knew.
Let's go with halfway.
First is order.
About there's about halfway.
Posted this.
Last week by 20.
Highway, but
Continue.
This starts to really. I mean,
just
So back
Could be.
messy.
married. The other article.
those are a little. I had wrong.
Actually going to go ahead and answer that question. For the shows on the Paraglobal, actually I'd like to give a huge shout out to Paraghoster. Paraghoster and myself and Hidden Beneath and Rusty Reporter and Simon James, we've been trying to stay up to date with all the shows that were coming out, but due to the difficulty of the channels not letting us know when their shows were going to be, we ended up switching the format of Paraglobal TV. Paraghoster on his Paranormal Chat, which is a community on Google+, you can check out his live stream schedule on there. But with Paraglobal, we're going to switch it over to more of a paranormal database. Anybody that does a paranormal channel, we'll try to instigate their videos in there. It's just been extremely difficult trying to stay up to date with all the live shows, especially with the channels not letting us know or telling us immediately that they're doing a show in 10 minutes. Paraghoster's been amazing at it, and I want to give a huge shout out for that. But for any live stream scheduling, you can check that out through Paranormal Chat. You can find that right on Paraglobal. There's a link for it as well.
This year, but
God.
It's Molly.
Mystery of everybody.
damn sure. Or
What's the issue here?
The purpose and in learn more.
without the
Any spirits within communication, this is Dominic. I would like to welcome you.
Nato.
Tweet during say necessarily.
He said he's
written on him.
Go and he
money on. That's a man like kind of all.
Magical
Here.
and
Rotaranti.
self, which are
somebody did.
many people.
The rest of the
God
Of actually.
A man
Per falso.
created who he
body can
description of the mystery.
schools.
And any questions that you guys would like me to try to ask, feel free to type that in the chat, and we'll go ahead and ask any questions.
watch a
Why they
The
Evers and tonight 5 years.
and a
A little girl.
and
But you mean.
graded
for the creator
great
Hacker game.
time.
basically
Economic.
Coming.
No, of course. That
prince of the
will be la colpa.
trust the because as
They're out in the
British prime
35
Orders and heavy help here, folks. Relevant.
among the
son of God
Fish is cooked.
there's an over
Declared it.
know that
just talking
Indo.
Go around. Ever.
Yeah, any spirits, if you'd like to try to communicate,
amazing
just talk within the room. It should pick you up,
All on.
theoretically.
involved with all
You know the
Keeping.
vacation.
like a dime
It a sua volta.
pressed by the
I can slow it down just a tad.
We know what this
saying
So
vacation.
immediately a man
Presidente della.
dwelling among
There we go.
To be sure that
This goes for me.
that is all that they will.
Course.
Paul's interview.
France and German.
That recipe for vacation.
What are you?
Happened over there
This is
Very soon.
and day he was
Consiglio dell'AIA.
Hello?
seeing Jesus from a
I believe I heard Jason.
Canensets commits what?
For our shoulder.
I'm a doctor, but
with the noble
Verify the me.
Is your name Jason, or would you like to say hello to Jason?
Anyway.
and I said,
Eartha
The
Kitt?
man you unclean.
Italia è stata sconfitta.
God, you. For we are.
load of old junk.
Report.
Sergeant Friday.
Worse, and I.
When they
testing in Augusta.
We had the circle. Nylon stuff.
All him names.
declares that.
Inspiring,
And coming out, the
Back anyway.
them, they were
Very, very tall. Come away. The first thing they think about what
stabbings over.
off, and she
Any spirits in communication? How are you this evening?
Syndication with
here sight.
Was one man who had the
Dai suoi aerei in sì.
How do you
the demon
feel?
possessed.
Is there telling you?
Emergency landing. Sand after he'd fixed it.
Out of the sand and have a.
And threatening the
or winking them out.
Keep going, Hammond.
That they would have
What?
on the
Yeah, and
The
remember,
great things the Lord has.
Agnale e celebrazioni.
started in that.
What great.
How many spirits are here with us right now?
That are
Getting caught in the head.
Bend themselves when again.
Fire in Iraq since
next day I
Real comrade.
Thank you, Victoria. It's nice to see you in here.
talk about
just disappeared.
Era curato da una
Any spirits within communication, just to let you know, same as always, if you're always here, with me and around here.
I'd say no.
If you're new,
Ministry with
we're basically recording a live session to try to pinpoint if you are able to communicate with this device.
and didn't realize.
There is a thermal camera, so you can let yourself be seen as well as we're doing this.
any of the numbers.
Arms and I am.
Lodged in the soil. Fuel or
Tell them told. Out in front of the house.
All of a sudden you get bored with
cab driver. Still be just.
things is saying,
grande attenzione al.
Ray or Richards.
Infestation through.
Way we need to get.
We're there.
segment.
I'd like.
How did they get there?
ground floor window.
Stop them, Lieutenant, but
you would say,
Station could open back.
A lot of French. For
never feel like they have the.
It is because Jesus.
Climatici invernali.
right now. That's
An amazing level.
it's all self-contained. Not just
313, not.
truck driver Nat Wolf.
When that thing.
Seabirds like
Going to be distributed.
Was them told.
I think of everything.
Explosive.
400.
He had a.
Robert,
check your mug book.
Achievable. Not when.
Deal a small.
The only reminder of it
withdrawn.
was Legion.
Going to Europe and having.
It was not working.
The middle of the night.
Con diabete.
We all agree this week.
The wind stopped and the wave.
Is the only hero in
Stone homosexual.
The essentials. You can't go.
It's moving up the.
Mankind.
I'm going to be a minute
Or do anything crazy like
Available for righteous.
at a beat position.
Individual personalized.
Per parlare con I nostri espiriti. For miles or.
Oh, the Gerasenes. There was.
Where's what?
That is.
Highway patrolman.
Would support the people.
What's right? Describe.
And Mr. Verloc.
Back.
And
So when you're in that area. And are you avoiding the tombs with an unclean.
25.
Oh, they do.
That's you.
Hating the masses.
I just.
War and had in it for your good.
my
I've learned in the in-between.
Wealthiest men.
Like easy to install.
He's a wild man and
Di circolare con le
Just as
to pass that way, he
Oh,
Scott to Europe.
I think more than
what they are told they can.
hands up from the keyboard.
Held on steadily.
way they make you feel.
Gentlemen, it was
Smile, you can laugh.
President has closed reward in
the candid.
say psychologically he's
0024.
But I know the
personality and
we still
Years old, and she.
I got a cigarette light.
Yeah, what would you do?
I don't want to go through that.
shown with a dark
Beach party.
goal of this.
For two, but I realize
I'm going to be pretty. But the one
visit Geico dying
Fabio Bertolotti.
going to neighborhoods.
and he ran up
Personal physicians have to toughen.
3 in the morning, I work. Somebody.
Into a mountain. Any trouble, Joe?
and
The
Last belonged
The floor, they do.
Well, everybody, if we could
Humanism.
give
So
a
that-
huge shout out for Lucifer Ron,
check out yours
Rhonda, and
Cosa mi potrebbe
xParanormal detective.
Jesus it was that the
Your name is not up.
Race Western values.
Plans. That'll be shown on. But it would.
Every food.
You're always welcome at
Posted this on the.
in an extreme.
No, Sharon Allen, thanks for being in.
Laura Ingram.
he bows
Mama,
Is it doesn't have.
and he
I scout.
my left shoulder.
Photos. Can you click on?
And they should.
Keeps telling me to.
the safer option.
Right, threatening to.
Yep. xParanormal is actually the creator of this application.
Folks,
Your vocabulary. I want you to look at the store.
we can do well, first of all he knows who he is.
Ci scrive se lo.
You are the Holy One of God.
communist, Marxist.
This.
60.
Invigorating
Bombing this street dispatch. I'm going to.
100.
WO.
To be correct.
So any spirits
to
within
finish this.
communication, what is your
Jesus.
views
Viva ministeriale,
on,
ma
on religion? I
This is our
keep hearing
complete women's
Jesus.
theology is
Feet up better now. Look.
Biggest case in point.
They weren't supposed to.
To be Vladimir Putin.
Moon.
He went heavily with his.
Gills of the Ardennes.
they keep the can.
Experience it to a.
In Islam. Stars.
Bonnie and the comedy the schedule that they're
What is your viewpoint on religion?
somebody's power is the devastation.
See this plague beat me. Don't.
It would have been a. It's arrived yet.
And by the usual stuff.
One full moon.
Butcher boy.
Never die coming out.
There's no.
You can always carry with.
Things are.
.net representative spoke.
I would rather
You
deserted.
Right. Sorry.
Supposed to have. I don't. And in London. Rather sadly, I've.
In your interest to listen.
Then certainly when
Weird.
This belongs to,
That's fine. I have no quarrels on that, Victoria.
to take some.
However, if you go back to the.
These people will come descendants
Here, cattle.
out and to be
that in how
Any
this
any
name.
questions
What
you
do you-
guys would like me to ask, feel free to type that in the chat. I'd be happy to ask anything.
Had it right in English.
To smoke extra.
who gave them the weapons?
In the world of
Phrase
Fibers into it.
But they say of course.
was in.
War.
toys, military characteristics they hope would
invernale lo posso.
everyone is so totally dominant.
Maybe if they would. Put up to them and said.
Another quiche, I think.
Flavor.
Efficient authority.
Supporting. 5 today.
The Captain Tim.
Silence with this app.
Reality.
Fide.
Is lead
Da quella toscana.
more than likely statistics.
All right, let's go ahead and try that real quick.
She.
To go.
4.5 miles from the point.
Go ahead and turn that off. Let's try that. And again, with all these applications,
Yeah.
the face of
I
Hunt returns.
I regrettably admit that I have used this in the past, but I try to leave most of the applications where I haven't utilized them. So every time I go ahead and do these shows with all the individuals that are viewing, this is the first time for me. The Spirit Radio, I have used it a few times, but not very much. I've used quite a few other ones before this. And go ahead and do his suggestion. I just like to make it so with these shows, it's raw, real, and it's a live experience for myself and for everybody that's viewing and everybody that's a part of it. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever, please type that in the chat, and I'd be happy to ask the questions during the stream. And yeah, let's go ahead and turn this back on. Hello, hello.
With doctrine.
This is
Any spirits within communication, can you try to utilize this to try to
Titles?
communicate with us? Is that possible?
Or their
End of poem.
but
Thing it's on the French. Take it.
Acid.
So
Honestly, I mean, I've used the Echovox. I've used the Ghost Hunter apps. I've used the XtremeSenses software as well.
was in a
see, I've been
Personally, the best results I've gotten myself were with the
Okay, well,
Echovox 2.5, the Phasma box made by ExtremeSenses, and the SCD-1.
Wait.
The SCD-1 actually glitched out
I'm Mark Matt.
and made some really good communication. 2.5, it actually
rushed.
came out on Android before 3.0 was out.
Righteousness.
And if it's possible,
rather large.
I'd love to talk about and try to find out about spirit guides. Do spirit guides do spirit guides exist?
What do you spell that?
in the state of Texas. Se si vuole avere
Distinguished by
Now with the spirit guides, is there a way for us to communicate with them to know what their names are?
Mystery.
and be
There's been a woman that's been
Favor of the
around
home.
me, a spirit woman. Her name is
yes.
Rebecca,
Actual mind.
Or 585.
and I believe Bridget.
oh,
Just as a footnote,
down at the New York.
And if you guys have any questions, don't forget the xParanormal is in the chat.
We were
He can answer any questions you may have.
full of days holiday.
but I was down.
He's a public.
To an shop.
It's working out fine.
Had you made
Can't thank him enough for being in here. Again, you can find any of these applications on his website as well. The Spirit Talk communication app, that's a free application you can use with Windows.
demons that exist.
NFL.
Now, any spirits within
I'm
communication,
thinking about.
do you become annoyed, or is it too difficult to try to communicate sometimes with
To the left.
so many of us trying to communicate?
Here at the
Yeah.
They have my sins.
Is there something I can do to make you more comfortable?
And then
I mean you no harm. All of us are trying to learn how to communicate just as you are.
Once again.
to conform. Politics.
In seminary.
Folks, the
Quando c'era.
They do look
I
full of seeds.
2015.
that's a
Oh, should the
But they, if you can make yourself happy, then everybody else will be.
And I did have a noise reduction pedal right next to me.
So these
I turned that almost all the way off.
hours.
You're studying, Joe.
Please.
For cracking me.
There.
Balls of fire.
I think that's working a little bit better.
They're rubbing his hands for him. He might
No.
Hello? Hello, hello.
Inverno.
How are you this evening?
rational. He
Advantage of.
What's up? Huh. Are you behind me?
Take care. I gotta move. The prophet and explain. I'm going.
And what I am gonna do, I do have the mini FX pedal, which
George
is right
Dignity.
next to me as well. Per suggestion, actually, of
study scripture.
Martin, the xParanormal detector. So I'm gonna go ahead and actually turn that on to have it kind of echo a little bit.
Big.com. 8.
with every
Let's try that. Trying to have it so it doesn't echo too much. So
Back together.
there we go. I think that's pretty good right there.
Org. Call.
his wife.
Oh, God.
Full call.
They changed.
Don't want it to be too much.
Così come il nostro fu minimo rischi e garantire.
Hello? How are you?
Don't be so smug, you know, you were.
That's going to occur.
Say
Possibly.
Death is going to occur, possibly.
Hold on. We're given the name in the first place.
His handicraft.
I went through my training.
For us.
Look at them.
Okay.
Now I'm going to have to
All right, I'm going to
Save money
actually
on-
try,
Yes,
I'm
they
gonna
have
try
nylons,
this
but not-
technique as well. I'm going to mute it, and now I'm going to ask a question. Actually, if you guys could type a word in the chat, just one person, please type one word in the chat. We'll go ahead and see if they can try to say that word. But I got to see the word first. So whoever gets the word out there first. Any spirits within communication? Can you read what is on the screen right now?
Need your help.
Oh my.
For supporting real.
Last.
And his
The bullets, but.
Child.
And the army started
pursued his way.
Got nothing so far.
A lot of stories of the what?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of theories within
But
spirit.
you know, I think the
There's a lot of theories within spirit communication.
Have to be a mod.
I mean, for communication for myself, I believe they speak through the vibration in the speaker. Is actually where their communication is. I've caught an EVP saying speak into the box, which tells me they're
Constantly
trying to speak within the speaker.
the sense of peace.
just say that if you can't.
Be a problem.
Any spirits in communication?
Various
I
French
mean you no harm with asking this, but do you know what this is?
Aries or house current.
Yes. Yep. Actually, xParanormal is the creator of this application.
T-shirt.
Just to be played.
Do you know what this article is right here? What this item is?
Why? Has the
Development?
Is it stick fair?
The unreal.
Well, not. Admiral in Budapest.
Okay, I didn't hear it. That's Sage, everybody. For any
That the enemy. Or take your time.
I have been told. Actually, I have some spirit guides that they're around me,
Has aroused my curiosity, Captain.
and one of them is inspiration for music, is what I've been told. So my curiosity is, Frank, if you were here, can you tell everybody?
90% neutral.
You tell everybody what this is?
swap the dough for a cup.
Could you try to say it one more time? I believe you did.
Pardon that. This for a true.
PD is called.
You know what this is, right? Known as a capo.
But heavily verdict.
What is the weather like? What is there sunlight? Is it dark? Is it dark where you are?
Because
Who are the ancient gods?
passion.
Are there ancient
You
gods?
haven't been good.
I did
And
ask.
just striving with.
I did ask this on Halloween. Who who is Cthulhu?
The house. One, apparently our phone lines are unable to hear anymore.
Where the clothes?
To see what was.
No go.
It could ride.
News radio. Man who.
Could you explain who Cthulhu is?
Satisfaction.
Says on what?
This to his meaning, man.
Emilia
Pictures.
Alright, I'm going to pause this real quick. Let's try an EVP session. There's nobody here, so we're good on that. And if everybody... I'm going to give everybody homework. If possible, within the next show for Spirit Box Weekly, please type in the chat EVP session. I really am feeling myself that we need to start doing them in the beginning before we do the Spirit Box session. I think it might help with communication in that light. Any spirits that may be present, that may be around, could you try to communicate? Could you try to let me know that you're okay? Could you try to let me know that you can hear me? And if possible, could you tell me how many cats I have that live in this house? How old are you? Have you been around a long time? Have you lived here a long time? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and play this back. And also, everybody, don't forget, this Sunday we have a show, Interview with the Ghost Hunter, with David Cultrider from Manchester Paranormal Society. David is honestly a really awesome dude, and he has quite a large collection of spirit boxes. I'm hoping we bring that up during the interview and get to learn a little bit about that. But don't forget to tune in on Sunday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. on YouTube for Interview with the Ghost Hunter. First week in December, James, Hidden Beneath, and I are going to be coming back to liveparanormal.com and doing live spirit frequencies. And we may have the honor of having another co-host with us, but we're still waiting to hear back. And if it works out, I think it's going to be a beautiful beautiful array of people with different things doing for the show. But I'm going to go ahead and play this back real quick. Any spirits that may be present, that may be around, could you around? Could you around? Could you? There's something right there. That may be present, that may be around. Could you try to communicate? Could you try to let me know that you're okay? Could you try to let me know that you can hear me?
hear me?
Very, very, very faint.
And if possible, could you tell me how many cats I have that live in this house? How old are you? Have you been around a long time? Have you lived here a long time?
What the hell was that?
Lived here a long time?
What the hell?
Have you lived here a long time?
Holy shit.
Lived here a long time?
No shit. That's cool.
A long time?
50 years. No shit. 50 years. I thought it was an anomaly. I thought it was just like my voice fluctuating in and out. Wow, that's pretty awesome. Let me see. Yeah, I mean this house was built on Civil War. Built back in the Civil War time, so 1860, 61, 62. No shit.
The breed.
Yeah,
Tremendously during the last.
that was awesome.
Good.
Sir,
Batteries that
sir, I believe I heard
How
you.
along the street?
If you're able to, can you try to talk right now? Did you say 50 years?
Is the death.
That you lived here for 50 years?
Figurating.
Place, which is
Are you? Did I see you downstairs? Have I seen you before?
It's citizen.
steam train, and we stepped.
The very
Or have out, so
swear.
Remember one.
What? At the end of the
Agria, but do you mind?
or kill him.
Sir, are you pissed that I am doing this?
Going to have nylons, believe me.
vuol dire
Or gleamed.
they will do it.
end of the day is the man has.
And any questions that you guys have, please type it right in the chat.
Out into Europe.
We're like,
Who is talking?
Souls out of
Engine 2.
in Texas.
Hard time to...
Spirit from Texas. Is that correct?
So guess what?
6.
Which one? Do you?
Destruction of...
Just
Black at 11.
than the man who knows.
5 minutes.
I'm going to try a different effect, actually. I'm going to go... I actually like that one.
Block, cosmopolitan.
It's kind of like in a hall.
Nearest?
Mirrors?
You've forgotten all of
Not some hollowed out.
And before a meal or their grand for breakfast.
Can you show yourself in the mirror?
He was
bilanciato. And all the universal
item I gave out.
you don't want any of your
for
Cennato
today.
To sue me.
News rate.
he said by
The answer to your question.
With a message.
È dimostrato.
be rolling in the eye.
There was actually huge controversy. There was individuals within the ghost hunting field that passed away. We did capture an EVP on live spirit frequencies. I think we were using the Phasma box as well with Rick Rose, and we did ask that question: how long after a person passes should we wait to try to communicate? And it did say a couple days. And I mean, it was like a Class A EVP, not even through the spirit box, not through us talking or anything like that. It was just another voice that came right through. iPhone spirit boxes, honestly, a great person to contact with that is, I'm trying to think, Nikki Paranormal, I know, has an iPhone. I do believe there is a few iPhone spirit box style applications.
A cui
We make everybody happy. Yes, sir.
A lot of
Yeah, I mean, the mirrors are a new thing since Halloween. So it's interesting it said mirrors.
Allora, mangiare.
Howard with a time.
I'm very fascinated. Who said they've been here for 50 years?
Me more.
We're doing something.
Can I ask you? Can I ask you another question? Were you a soldier in a war?
going to
And
Very great.
World War One.
gli zuccheri
Is that right?
And post
A short
on the front.
PA
and a 6
Homes in
genere o
The reason I'm saying all this is actually
people
Of his
Kelly Lansing actually
asp, he said by the
sent me photos before of an individual that she thought she saw in where I'm living in the house,
let's put it this,
and they had a soldier's hat on,
drive you along.
that really is a prized possession
Te possiamo.
and you had long
for all
sideburns.
other
For your good men.
drones to just
in the state.
take 24.
Is that you trying to come through like you're trying to talk
and I
on,
built part.
on a military radio?
See how
Hey, he
They will go back. Yeah, a good speech.
It's empty.
Boy,
Let's go to the...
affirmative.
I don't know you myself with... significant.
Where exactly are you in this room?
From the
Person.
source.
First floor?
Cambiamenti dello
15.
Are you always in the front? Towards the
10
front?
or 11.
Those and the girls, honey.
With
my crew.
Are you towards are you towards the cell side of the house?
Imparare a convivere con...
David actually I gotta say the xParanormal so far
Oh my gosh.
is up there.
Hai avuto...
Red. First lady to have it.
I mean Phasmabox saying you know, when I did that one special episode, I go wake up and smell the...
For dispatch.
Sept.
You over the Associated Broadcasting System.
are absorbed.
Let's try it again. Wake up and smell the...
Getting out those recipes from...
It's vibrational.
Aiming.
Viral friends.
7 years ago.
And we just
Decided to.
Don't.
It got louder.
just a moment. Scobie has invalidated you.
And extend.
But you...
Till today.
Now, within the afterlife, is it like Dante's Inferno
Just take...
Questa produzione di
or Paradiso?
I'm asking.
Oh, in good report.
What do you remember?
That's your word. A huge.
What do you remember? What's the last moment you remember?
I mean, when you...
The northern half of the...
Such a small one that you wondered what huge crack.
Prime way.
The scouts are...
Right.
Comfort.
What is your whole
Are not a.
what is your thought on the Holy Bible?
All 11.
Music and
Keep it.
Posso dedicarmi 3 dispatch.
It's Mr. Devereaux because he...
Blue stands for cold. So
You peek into
apparently I have a cold leakage
Jana.
towards the top of me.
Further. Sharing the gospel.
Let me see.
Must be where it is.
engine 2
soft
hours ahead.
Eye coming out of the socks. And
No, that's weird. Oh, I got Mark in here. I'd like to give shout outs to Dennis, Jan, Sharon, Allen, Mark, Gentle, Aaron, There's been numerous people that have popped in. What just happened?
Grapefruit is very popular today.
Huh. That's extremely odd. Ask me where it is.
All the time with
encouraging you to worship
Robert Burns, the poor.
Where is what?
Satisfaction or
A moment.
Says we have arcing.
Much more by keeping.
It's actually
Rick and you.
what I'm using right now is the Android. This is the HTC M8 with Seek Thermal. You can pick it up for iPhone or for Android. It's actually cheaper, I think, on Android, and it's pretty cool. But I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. There's a bunch of stuff I think going on this weekend, and also I would like to. Okay, and I'd also like to thank everybody for tuning in, and don't forget this Sunday we have an interview with a ghost hunter with David Cultrider, and if you don't know who that is, he's the owner of Manchester Paranormal Society. He's a very interesting dude. I've been looking forward to doing an interview with him. He's got tons and tons of spirit boxes, so he's used a lot of them. So I'm very curious on his input with that. And this has been the first week with the xParanormal Spirit Radio. We're going to come back, do 4 episodes with this, and thank you everybody for tuning in. Don't forget to check out Paraghoster's Ouija board session that he did earlier. And I've checked out a bunch of stuff with the Infinity Box. I'm hoping to see that coming out again soon. And everybody, Harry Overstreet, Doppelganger, Sharon Allen, Lucifer Ron, David Coffin, Love Peace Paranormal, Aaron, Doppelganger, Mary Dallas, Crystal Love, Paraghoster, Putney, or Pooty. So many individuals tuning in. Thank you so much. Don't forget, first week in December, coming back to Live Paranormal. We'll be doing that on Thursdays, Twister Dar. Thanks for coming in here. And you guys have a beautiful weekend. Hope to see everybody on Sunday. Should be a good interview. A very insightful, informational show. And have a great night.